I'm now going to turn it over to our CEO, Kathleen Flanagan, for some final comments. Kathleen.
Thank you, Chris. And I'd also like to once again thank our panelists for an incredibly engaging, thoughtful dialogue this morning. I was able to sort of sit for the last 3 hours and listen and learn, as I've heard many of you already state that you learned a tremendous amount this morning. And I was trying to say to myself, how would I sum up this incredibly rich debate and dialogue from this morning? And a thread kept running through, I think, all 3 panels. The time is now. The time is now to act. This is a crisis. The spotlight is on it. It touches everybody. There's nobody left out of this crisis. And we all together feel the urgency. I know I did, sitting in my chair over there in the front row. And it's time for us to come together and act. The time is now for us to collaborate. That came through in every single panel this morning. It's a complex issue. It can't be solved by any one silo. Break down the silos, come together and learn together, get rid of segregation, defrag the fragmented healthcare systems, my favorite. But it takes healthcare professionals, law enforcement experts, community leaders in housing and employment, in all walks, pharmacists. We've got to come together and to solve this and to move it forward. The time is now to move from encouraging that collaboration to mandating it. And I heard that from every single panel this morning. Funders should require multidisciplinary teams on their grants. Healthcare systems should require teams to solve the issues of their patients. To get control of spiraling costs, we all have to put our heads together on this. It's payment reform. Some of the practical solutions that folks were teeing up here this morning were very compelling. I thought to myself as I sat in the front row over there, are we on a marathon or are we on a sprint? And the concept of interval training came to me. Don't love it, sometimes have to do it in the gym, right? Where you start to sprint for a bit and then you just keep that forward momentum going with a walk. I think that's the journey we're on together. It'll require us to stay focused and to be positive. The last panel, I think Dr. George, you were the one who said, hey, a lot of good has happened. We talked this morning about a lot of progress that had to be made, a lot of challenges, a lot of difficult things that we have to do going forward. We've been encouraging, people intellectually know what to do, but it's hard to actually make that behavioral change. That change happened. But I think together, those of you on the WebEx, those of you here in the room, if we roll up our sleeves and we begin to move forward together, we're going to make progress. I know at Abt Associates, we're all committed to partnering with each and every one of you here in the room and those outside of the room that are partners in the work that we do every single day. This is a problem that just cuts right to the core of who we are as a company, a mission-oriented company that wants to have an impact, a positive impact on people's lives. We're here to partner with you. We're here to do it together. Our sleeves are rolled up. And again, I thank you so much for taking time out of your incredibly busy schedules to be here with us this morning, to tee up some very important solutions, potential solutions and ideas. We've got to keep this dialogue going. And I know at Abt we'll be kind of spearheading that continuation of the conversation. So thank you again, all of you as well.